When I was an undergraduate many years ago, I was a member of a group that enjoyed discussing art, particularly European cinema. It was the 60s, of course, the Beauvais, etc. It was led by a lovely, intelligent, charismatic young lady who I fell in love with her. She happened to be wealthy as well, but that had nothing to do with it. But another man in the group seemed to have a better chance than I did. Uh, it was not until after her death, in her obituary, I found out she had not been in love with him, but perhaps with me. Her family thought I was after her money, I guess. Uh, I've written a screenplay romance loosely based on this part of my life. In it, a retired filmmaker, Gerard, visiting his institutionalized wife, wishes he could rekindle his love of cinema that once motivated him. He then encounters a young woman, Sarah, who discovers she is the granddaughter of his long lost love. He narrates in flashbacks how on his way to film school he met the couple, her grandmother, Susan, and the boyfriend, Franco. They were also film buffs, and the threesome spent the summer camping and seeing all the foreign films they could find. They bonded to a close friendship. Eventually, rivalry broke him up, and he left and never saw him again. The granddaughter had heard this before. He realized she was more than familiar with it. If she had heard it from her late grandmother and her now senile grandfather. She fills in flashbacks the missing and subsequent events that he did not know. She reveals how, through lack of language skills, he had completely misinterpreted her grandmother's feelings for him. Because of the timing of her mother's birth, Sarah's mother, she suspects that he, not Franco, is her true grandfather. They share references to the films she had inherited and learned to love. In addition to the story, the film may be interpreted on a deeper level. Each of the characters are representatives of different aspects of motion picture. To Gerard, film is a way of fulfilling his need to create something beautiful. He is more concerned with cinematic framing and filming techniques. To the would-be political activist, Franco, film is a means of inspiring people and changing the world. To Susan, film is a way of gaining insight into her own life. She and the world she is stuck in but cannot understand. After Susan's death, Sarah becomes her alter ego, also looking for explanations. Even the minor characters represent aspects of motion pictures. The frustrated screenwriter who has a difficulty getting scripts produced, Gerard's wife who views movies as for only escape and simple enjoyment, and Sarah's ex-boyfriend who sees them only as a sort of excitement, and porn films are what he values most. Gerard realizes his goal not by regaining his lost youth and ambition, but by finding the love of Susan still living through the films she had taught her granddaughter to love. I studied screenwriting under the legendary Rod Serling in the 1960s, received my master's degree from USC, but became a computer software developer. In the 80s and 90s, I resumed writing mostly for the stage. I have had over 12 plays successfully produced before playing audiences in various states. One of them, Larry's Best Friend, won a national award for the best comedy of 2011. In addition to subtitles, I've also completed 4 other feature-length films, screenplays. I have written and produced 3 shorts, which have garnered awards at several film festivals. The screenplays have won some competitions. Um, I am credited as the writer and co-producer for the Hollywood feature Mope, which premiered at Sundance 2019 and currently in worldwide distribution. I hope you enjoy Subtitles. It's a very personal story. It's If you have any questions, you can call me, contact me, email davhi11@me.com or phone area code 541 488-9391. Anyway, I do hope you enjoy it and and can relate to it, and maybe someday it'll be visible on the big screen itself. Thank you.